Yes, I watched the first 4. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was just going to say to you, okay, just sitting outside, and at the top it says "From the Twisted Minds of WandaVision." So I just wondered whether you quite like that's on there, because sometimes it says, "Hey, from the creator of this," but Twisted Minds is kind of right.
Yeah, I feel great about that. I mean, I don't know, like, it's not really how, like, there are other minds that I'm like, that's twisted, and I admire and respect that. I feel like it feels like too big of a compliment for me. I don't know if my mind is twisted. I would be like, from the complicated neurotic minds of the people that brought you WandaVision would be more accurate.
There was I remember listening to an interview about The Mask, the Jim Carrey film, with Chuck Russell, and about how he was obviously making a comic book film and it was all kind of thing, but secretly he was making a musical. And if you look at the film, it is kind of a musical.
Yeah.
And I thought that the same with this. Is this your way of sneaking into the musical genre? Because there's a few nice little nuggets in there.
I just believe in musical numbers, but I love them when they're worldized. I love them when, I mean, I also love classic musicals as well. Like, and I would be delighted if someday I could actually do like a traditional musical. I mean, there's so much I feel like I'm just like sneaking stuff in just because it delights and entertains me. So yes.
Yeah, I think the fans like that as well. Don't they all do that? I don't know. There's always a thing with fan culture now that more so with the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's come over the years in this, the culture of spoilers and sneaking things and everything else. Do you take kind of pleasure in kind of sneaking those things in? Because sometimes, especially with WandaVision, there was so much fan theory about what was going to happen, Mephisto, this, that, and everything else, and then it's not. But do you guys take...
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the cameo stuff and the very like explicit stuff. I'm more into, you know, the movies and pop culture things that I love. Getting them. I mean, like, you're like, hey, you guys. Like, I'm like, I see you. I know you. You know what I mean? So like, they're like direct Goonies references that we're not saying the title Goonie. Like, we're not like, you know, hammering it on the head. But like, if you know what the fire swamp is, you're gonna get this show. So I like that kind of thing where it's like the things that I love and hold dear that are part of the fabric of my being, that with these shows sort of putting them all in a blender, you know, and having them come out. I think what's important is you have to have the discipline to have it make sense, to have there be a system there, and it's not just there as a wink. It's part of a story that holds water.
The only thing I was about obviously about Kathryn Hahn, who I absolutely love, and I remember seeing her in Anchorman and Step Brothers and a few other things, and she's now getting the recognition for being so awesome.
Yes.
After all these years, and I read that we're going to have a young Agatha in WandaVision, but you wanted to have Kathryn because it's like, if we've got Kathryn, it has to be Kathryn. Yes. What for you makes her so special and so key to making this all work?
First of all, I love that. I mean, that's deep research. I didn't say that a lot, but that was really a thing. Once we hired her, we were like, that child Agatha is getting kicked to the curb. If you have Kathryn Hahn, you put her in all the scenes where it says Agatha. She's so remarkable. I mean, like, to be reductive, it's the fact that she is such a brilliant comedic actress and she's such a brilliant dramatic actress that she can do both things. I mean, I personally believe that, like, any truly talented comedic performer can also do drama. Like, that's not like a big jump, like, because if you're doing comedy well, you're just doing truth, because truth is funny. So like, at the end of the day, that can happen. But with Kathryn, there's just like, she has a depth of her soul that she brings to each character. And that's what's unusual, is that there's an authenticity and there's something like deep at the bottom of her that she offers up and like plugs into the character, and you can't fake that. And it's very witchy. It's like on a frequency and a wavelength that is hard to sort of analyze and diagnose, and it's just remarkable to behold.
She's amazing. I mean, I've loved her for like 20 years, and even now it's just like, people are like, Kathryn Hahn, she's amazing. It's like, where have you been?
Like,
where have you been?
I don't want to talk to you because I've loved her forever. Yeah.
So lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I feel a kinship with you. I feel like we probably love all the same things.
We probably do. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for your time. Absolute pleasure. I love this set, by the way.
I know, isn't it great?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey you guys!